Hello once again and welcome back to another haphazard episode. I am your host, Lance Jeffrey Renard, still with a shiny boot. And got this in Montana. It's leather, 20 bucks. That's right, economy. Speaking of economy, ours is going to hell. Ours is going to hell because of giving away all this money to other nations. I mean, God, $7 billion or more, actually, to everyone else. And then the American people get 600 bucks a piece. 600. Chump change. I was making twice that in a day 2 weeks ago. Years ago. At any rate, the aphasia is still kicking my ass, having a stroke 3 months ago now. Apparently, and still trying to get my head wrapping around what's actually coming into the mind and the brain, as it were. So, being concerned about the people in America and people all over the world, what is happening in your neck of the woods with the New World Order? Must you stay in a house? Must you stay? If you go out of this house, I want to see your papers, please. And if you do not have your papers, we'll find you a sit-out for $500 against you, and you must pay that within the next 3 months or go to jail. And how does it help to put people in jail anyway? I mean, it costs money to put people in prison. So what's the outcome? What's the final analysis of this New World Order dumb shit that's going on right now with the muzzle and staying away from each other? If you have 10 people in one place, they're going to arrest you, or you're going to get fines and charge them the money that they gave them for the stimulus for having a conversation with somebody. This is rampant insanity and Nazism and communism and what in the hell, mach schnell? I think it's more like the Light Third, the Reich, is never quit. They were hired in the first place by the New World Order, and they've just continued on what they're doing. Look at NASA. What a bunch of dumb shit that is. So what is the curiosity of this flat world we live in? Is it flat? Well, water is, and let's look at the world, or, what you call the world. How much of it's water? I mean, have you been there, for Christ's sake? And is it all flat? Gee. It's kind of obvious to see when it is, so that's a little strange. And when you look up and you see this water and you think, well, I could go out there in space. Well, maybe there is like some other entities out there, but they're in water. Everything above you, by the way, is, water. That's why it's blue. It's water. And, what about the stars? Well, look at them. Take a good close look at them, and you tell me that that's, what a picture of it is. So, right. What else am I going to discount on during my aphasia? Well, the facts of the matter is we're living in a strange little dome here, and we've got some real nasty controllers that know exactly what's going on, are guiding or misguiding everyone to whatever direction they want to make that go into. And you're just following along like good little sheep. Isn't that nice? And what are you going to do against it? What are you going to do that is different? My aphasia is just really frustrating detail. I apologize for my muttering my words through, but at least I'm getting some sort of a production done. And I'm telling you what I think and what my appearances are and whether or not I look good in the shades. But right. So what are you going to do about this communism that we're being pushed into in America? What are you going to do about it? Is there anything you can do about it? The Second Amendment is to bear arms. To bear arms and keep your arms and not give up your arms. But then a tyrant government is here upon us, guys, and what are we going to do about it? Not a goddamn thing. Going to sit here and stare at your television and get your little stimulus check and go, hey, I made $600 this week. I'm going to go out and have some dope. Or whatever. And that's the way of the world for most people, and that's the way it will remain for quite a while. Right, and the other viewpoints of realities of the world that we live in, what's the point? What's the point of any of it? Really, I don't want to be totally apathetic about everything, but it's really what you can do that's important. Knowledge is power, but only with action, and, you know, yeah, maybe it's just because I'm so frustrated from not being able to decipher what I'm reading and hearing on television or even after this production when I listen to it myself. It doesn't come registering through like it did prior to my stroke, which is a part where your brain was shut down and then gets started again. Apparently it gets started again. It doesn't seem to me that it's gotten started again at all. But I will continue forth and try to make the best of it in some way throughout these days that come in. But what are you going to do about it? You're just going to pay attention as usual. Like, comment, and subscribe. And, right, you'll see what's going to happen. If I were predictive about it and was going to tell you the actual details of what I see coming in, it's not really pretty, and I don't want to have a fear-mongering attitude. So at this particular point, let's just say let's stay sharp. Stay on your ship. 6. Steep on your 6. And I will get back, hopefully a little bit better in the aphasia details. So much difficult to have a communication. But I love you. So like, comment, and subscribe. I will come back with more information about the communism that we live in. Can't do much about it. And other details that we really can't do much about it, aside from being aware and let other people know. And thanks for playing. We'll talk to you soon. It's all an act, guys. It's a distraction. It's what you don't see that's the important part. So think about what you don't see. And I'll talk to you soon.